let me bring in our guest analyst. We haven't seen him in a while. I guess he's been busy with his own trials, but we're so happy to welcome him back. Attorney John Mobley on the show. Good morning, John. What are your thoughts on watching the defense open here?
Well, I'm going to need you to repeat that because I kind of dozed off during the opening.
Yeah.
I think it was somewhat of a snoozer. I really, honestly, I'm loath to get to be critical of other attorneys because I know everyone has a different style. That is not always my style, so I'm going to give that caveat. But I think his opening started very, very slow. I mean, really, when I'm listening to this opening, the first part of it, I mean, it almost sounds like the kind of opening I would give in a civil case. If I'm going to file like a lawsuit in a wrongful death case, when you're talking about the family and the family's hopes and dreams and all that, that's kind of setting up your civil lawsuit. I was really looking for him to really go into the defense. Is this a case about a horrible accident? What's his theory of the defense? Why his client's not guilty? And he still hasn't gotten to that. And I think that's just a big tactical and strategic mistake because we all, as lawyers, as much as we love to hear ourselves talk, myself, I'm no exception. I mean, we have to be mindful of jurors' attentions. They just heard somebody else give a long opening statement. They're trying to remember what's important. And I think what's really important to do in an opening statement, particularly in the first part, is to set forth and lay out the theory of your defense, why your client is not guilty. Is this an accident? Is this a case of the prosecution trying to manufacture a case? I mean, is this a case that has, questionable physical and circumstantial evidence? I mean, something for a juror to wrap their minds around when they start trying to follow the breadcrumbs he's dropping when he lays out his theory of the defense.
I couldn't agree more. John, I'm with you. The last hour we watched the states open, and the comment from our guest legal analyst was that she was underwhelmed. And again, it seems like underwhelming is the theme of the morning. I couldn't agree with you more. The defense open is underwhelming too. So this jury, I'm sure, is just looking forward to hearing from the witnesses at this point. We're going to see it all together. John Mobley, welcome back, and stand by, please, kindly. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll hear more from the defense in the retrial of defendant Lisa Stermer. All right, stepping aside from this for just a moment, want some final thoughts from our guest, John Mobley. Tell me, who do you think has the better case here?
There's no doubt in my mind that the defense has the better case. I mean, again, I do believe that it seems like the prosecutor's just reaching. I mean, I think that there are so many.
Prosecution. Wow.
No, I think the only thing the prosecutor has going for them is this rambling opening statement that the defense is given. But I mean, I think that the physical evidence, I mean, the main question in everyone's mind is what started the fire? Can they prove this is arson? And just based on what he's laid out, even part of it's true. There are so many different possible causes for that fire. The gasoline cans, the farm equipment, the furnace, the fire, the candlesticks, all these things going on in this highly flammable environment. And, and I read, from the first trial, some of the problems with the original conclusion regarding the arson expert is that all the different factors he didn't take into account. So he did lay the foundation for that with the structure of the house. But I think, again, when it comes right down to it, the prosecution will not be able to prove that this fire was set by arson and rule out it was accidental.
All right, hot take there. John Mobley, thank you for that. I hear this defendant likes to watch Court TV. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm sure she'll like your analysis. Thank you kindly.